Topic 1.3, Too Many Questions. The purpose of this topic is to show you how to understand when someone is asking a question and how to respond to the question. What are some of the things we know about asking a question? When you ask a question, you expect an answer. Here are some typical question words that we all are familiar with. What, where, why, when, and how. What, when we ask a question using what, we expect a general description. When we ask where, it's to find out about a location. Why is normally an explanation or some kind of reasoning, and when deals with timing. How explains something or expresses your state of being. We know that we are asking a question because there's a change in the word order. For example, if we take this sentence, when she is going to the movies, you see that the subject is followed directly by the verb, she is. And that shows us that that is not a question, it's a declarative statement. However, when we look at the question, when is she going to the movies, we see that the verb, the subject and the verb are inverted. In this situation, the verb comes before the subject, the same as in this sentence. Where she had put it the last time. Where had she put it the last time? That simple change between the location of the verb to the subject shows that we are asking a question. Something else that's very important to know when someone is asking a question is the voice inflection. Is that your voice changes when you ask a question. Listen to me as I read these 4 sentences. Listen. When she is going to the movies. When is she going to the movies? You see that there's an emphasis on the word when, and at the end of the sentence, my voice changes. When is she going to the movies? It goes down and then up in the question. Let's look at this one. Where she had put it the last time. And now the question, where had she put it the last time? Or, where had she put it the last time? You hear the change in my voice? You try asking these 2 questions on your own. Let's also take a look at the question words. When we add do to a question word, it changes the context of what the question is asking. You see that written here. Do changes the significance of a question. It allows the speaker to express a more personal opinion. Let's look at some examples. Questions and answers. What do? What do you think about the economy? I think there are many problems with the economy. First of all, where do you see yourself in your career in 5 years? Oops, little typo. In 5 years, I hope to have more responsibility. And why do? Why do you have difficulty understanding? I have difficulty understanding because. What do you notice in all of our sentences? When do, what do, where do, why do, when do, and how do. In all of the questions, we'll take when do, for example. When do you expect to finish? We have a question, and the way you answer is you take the same exact form of the question, and you can use it in your response. What do you think about the economy? I think. What do you see yourself? In 5 years, I hope. Why do you have, it doesn't always work, as we can see is the case in this one. Why do? Why do you have difficulty understanding? I have difficulty understanding. We take the exact same phrasing in the question to use for the answer. When do you expect to finish? I expect to finish. How do? How do I fix the problem? You fix the problem by. just take a look at some of the vocabulary that we've discussed in this video, in this topic. What, where, why, when, and how. What do, where do, why do, when do, how do. Remember that when you add do to a question, it changes the context of the question and the type of response you will have. I hope you enjoyed our lesson, and tune in for our next topic, which is, I'm sorry, I can't, can you say that again, please?